It's a killing that's shaken Montreal's underworld. A man known as the godfather of the city's mafia is dead.
86-year-old Nicolo Rizzuto was murdered in his Cartierville home in North End last night. Stéphane Giroux has more on the death and its possible consequences.
The shot came from this wooded area shortly before 6. A bullet pierced the solarium, then the patio door. It hit Nicolo Rizzuto as he prepared dinner with his wife and daughter. He was rushed to hospital and was later pronounced dead. His wife and daughter were treated for shock. Police and media soon closed down Antoine Berthollet Street in Cartierville, where several mobsters live. Many friends and relatives came to support the patriarch's family, but they remained silent. At age 86, Nicolo Rizzuto had become a sort of local celebrity, with his old fedora and constant smile for the media. He was born in a house behind this church in Cattolica Eraclea in Sicily, and immigrated to Montreal with his wife and children in 1954. He quickly climbed the organized crime ladder in the 1970s. The Rizzutos moved to Venezuela and built a drug empire which supplied cocaine and heroin to North America. But in 1978, the Montreal leader, Paolo Violi, was shot dead. The Rizzutos moved back to Montreal, and the patriarch would pass on the reins to his son Vito with the blessing of the 5 New York crime families. The Rizzutos would reign for 3 decades. But in 2004, the FBI had Vito arrested and deported to the United States for his role in a mob hit in New York in 1981. Nicolo would come out of retirement to take over his son's business. His headquarters was the Café Consenza in St. Leonard. Hidden microphones and cameras from police would catch the godfather stuffing stacks of money in his pockets and socks. A police crackdown in 2006 led to massive arrests. It also marked the explosion of a power struggle to take over the mob. Family members were killed or kidnapped, never to be seen again. Other mobsters began living in fear. Yesterday's murder pretty much sealed the fate of the 30-year reign of the Rizzuto clan.
He was the last one alive. In Montreal, there is no war. The victims are all on one side.
What puzzles police is the way Rizzuto was killed, which goes against the so-called code of honor.
They did it inside his house and in front of family. Normally they have a code of honors that they will do those kind of crimes without involving the family's members.
But mob experts suspect the old traditions of honor and respect no longer matter in the mafia.
For them to kill someone that old is sending a very potent message to everyone in that family that they're finished.
If it is an internal power struggle, the new emerging faces aren't known yet.
We've had 3-4 members of the Rizzuto clan gunned down or put away, and we don't know by whom. We don't even have a name. We don't even have a suspect. We don't know who the rising power is. So it is very opaque. And I think it's going to take a little while for us to begin to figure out who is the new name in the mafia in Canada.
So given that, Steph, where does the police investigation go from here?
Well, investigating the murder will not be easy. As you know, the mafia isn't exactly keen on cooperating with police. They usually like to settle their scores in a much different way. Now, there are plenty of video cameras around the Rizzuto home. I saw them myself. Whether the family will agree to turn over the tapes to the police is quite another matter. That's why they're asking for the public's participation. But what police are more interested in right now is, just like Julian said a few minutes ago, is who are the new leaders? Who is so ambitious and so powerful to have the courage to actually go out and wipe out an entire clan that's been dominating the Montreal mafia scene for so long without the permission from the New York gang? That is the main concern by police, because so far no names are emerging other than the theory that these are younger members of the mafia eager to make their mark, but who might be tired of waiting for the old guard to move on.